Hello, my good people all over the world, and Nigeria especially, where you are always on the lookout for your every week elixir in preventive health education. Dish of Life Extra. It's me again, your doctor on air, Dr. Semiyu OlaGolden, bringing to you the dish that makes life worthy to live. Last week, we discussed on halitosis. Halitosis for a lot of people sounds very strange, but it just means mouth odor. And we discussed on it about how is it that this situation is so prevalent, yet a lot of people never want to talk about it. A lot of people don't want anybody to hear or see or even feel that there's anything like that. But the good news is this. If you have it, do not put yourself in that situation, because you can be sure that there are solutions for it. Not even one, several. It is not just about, chewing one chewing-gum or the other. It is not about, spraying your mouth. No. And I started telling you about what usually causes it. And eventually we arrived at how to go about reducing it and eventually eradicating it. I remember last week when I talked about it, I told you the major problem that we face in mouth odor is what you call stigmatization. Unfortunately, this stigmata does not go with just, people that you know, even the people you don't know. They tend to want to avoid you when you're near to them or when you want to turn to them to talk and so on. Yeah, it can be very embarrassing. But let me tell you, if you take a little of what I'm going to tell you this morning, you are likely to be rid of it. But don't get too carried away by thinking you are the only person. In actual fact, 75% of people have one type of mouth odor or the other. Unfortunately, most people who have a little percentage of it, let's say their own is on the lower side, they are the ones that easily criticize those who have it 100%, because they know how the odor smells. That is the reason why they easily criticize those who have it. Fortunately for those who have it and are still ashamed of having it, please, it is good for you not to do so that you'll be able to get it, away from you. So these were the things that we discussed last week about halitosis, called mouth odor. And when I was trying to start it, I first of all told you that there are three things that you must note. Majority of people who have peptic ulcer disease, they will have mouth odor, and it is not their fault. Because if you have peptic ulcer and your upper, closure of your stomach, ring, if it is opened into your esophagus, that is the food pipe, there is tendency to bring that odor from your stomach backwards into the esophagus, right into your throat. And anytime you talk through the voice box, it spills out. So these are the things you must know. So when somebody has got peptic ulcer, or maybe the person doesn't know, but has mouth odor, you've got to go to a doctor to be able to find out if there is peptic ulcer in you. So among the people that would say should take a cue on this thing are those who are late eaters, those who eat so late. That is, for one thing or the other, they eat at 10:30, 11, 12, even some will wake up in the night and eat. All those people will eventually bring it to themselves. But as we're saying, there are simple ways of getting out of this nightmare if you want. And I say first and foremost, learn to brush your mouth at least twice daily, and with mostly pastes that are full of naturally occurring cleaners like clove leaves, turmeric, etc. For those who love to use this toothpaste that comes with fluoride, yes, fluoride is good in order to make your teeth whiten and prevent, odor. But one thing you must know is that when fluoride is too much on your teeth, it can actually degenerate it itself. It will continue to peel it off, eat it off until start having some holes. So any of the toothpaste that has got high level of fluoride, please avoid it. Then clean your mouth as soon as you finish eating that food. That's your delicious food. The moment you finish eating, please use water to clean it properly, so that just allow the one in your stomach to do all the giving your energy. Stop trying to think that when you leave the food in your mouth, the taste will linger on thereafter. No. The germs in your mouth will be the one that you're feeding. And before you know it, they start breaking everything down to that malodorous state. Another thing is to avoid excessive high carbohydrate food when your digestive system is slow. If you remember last week, we were talking about people with slow, medium, and fast digestive tracts. Each of us has one. Nobody has got any or the three of them or two of them. It's just one. You can either have fast digestive system or medium or slow. If you are a slow digester, please reduce the number of high carbohydrate food that you eat. Instead, eat higher protein, because in that case you'll be able to slowly digest them, and they will not remain where they can easily cause the odor that is going to be embarrassing. 4, learn to clean your system of digestive activities and inactivities by using something like Morrigan seed. You see, Morrigan seed is everywhere. And a lot of people use Morrigan seed for different types of things. But if you are a victim of halitosis, mouth odor, you're going to use Morrigan seed in a way that will benefit you. Because Morrigan seed is an antioxidant. It helps to remove the odor from your body because it removes the oxygen radicals from your system. So if the odor is coming from undigested food in the stomach, or it's coming from the germs that have infected all the ones that you've eaten between the teeth and in the throat, then the seed of Morrigan tree will help to actually remove them, and then it will now push them down. And you must learn to eat them before any meal in the morning. It's better eating on empty stomach, so that whatever has been there overnight and you're not able to eliminate it, then it can help you to do it. The other thing is avoid eating any solid food after 5 p.m. Isn't that strange? Oh yes, it is. This is not for everybody. It's for those who have the halitosis and they want to get rid of it. For others, they can eat up till 8 p.m. Then your system will be ready to help. Because once you eat after that, 9 o'clock and so on, you start having your system not bothering itself about the food you have eaten. So for those who want to clean their system, avoid eating solid food after 5 p.m. This will give your system enough time to digest the food before returning to bed. That's exactly what it is all about. And when you do that, then there will be less things that these germs will, infest on, and then start bringing out the fermented air. 6, drink lots of water before food in the morning and before the evening food. It is very important because water is a cleanser. It's a natural cleanser. The more water that is in your gastrointestinal system or gastrointestinal tract, the more it will wash down towards the other end whatever is staying along to now become infested and create all those odor. So drink water liberally anytime you feel like drinking. Don't wait until you feel thirsty before you drink water. It is a big mistake to wait until you feel thirsty, because thirst itself can be created by several things. It is not just the tests that come from the brain. There are tests that come from the germ, activity in your throat. Some people will find out that when they have some sort of infection, either typhoid or even malaria sometimes, you find yourself having dry throat. This thing is because of the activities of these germs. They dry up your cells, and in that case, they want, more fluid. You will want more fluid to be able to wet it. So if you drink water liberally, you are likely to avoid mouth odor. Avoid chewing chemicalized gum to remove mouth odor. You see, a lot of people think that when I see some advert where they put, maybe somebody is talking to somebody and they say, then you not take, one of the chemicalized chewing gum and put in the mouth. No, it does not help for long. It helps temporarily because our mouth is occupied by different types of germs. And these germs, there are bad ones among them and there are good ones among them. Now, if this chemical kills a particular section of these germs, the other one will become virulent. The other one that has no control now will become uncontrollable. And of course, it starts destroying also. That's why you should just work towards not, chewing those things every time, because they can only, help you for a very short time. Now, the other thing we're going to talk about is, if for whatever reason you have dental caries, that is some sort of changes in your dental surface, or you have a hole or whatever again that has gone wrong with the tooth, all you need to do is to quickly visit a dentist. If you don't, there are so many things that it will cause, because they are going to become reservoir for these germs. Germs always like where there is no lot of air, oxygen, so that it can quickly multiply and find a very good nesting area for themselves. So if you have dental caries, please quickly run to your dentist for an appointment, and then they will fill it for you in order to, stop the area of good reservoir for the germs. One of the things that I've always learned to tell people to do is to buy tongue cleaner. You see, there's this thing they call tongue cleanser or tongue cleaner. It is like toothbrush, but there is no brush on it, and it has a very broad head with some sort of hole inside it. Now, you can put that right up to the back of your tongue in order to scrape what you call the excessive, deposit of this germ plus some dead cells that are already there. When you do that, you are reducing to a very, very great extent the odor that could emanate from either your throat or from your mouth. So it's very important you buy good tongue cleanser. This will help you if you can do it at least twice or 3 times in a week. So it will help to remove the sludge, and then lots of bad breath that usually emanate from there when you don't clean them. Another thing is dental floss. You know what's dental floss? It's like a ticking rope or a ticking polythene that you can put between the teeth. When you put them between the teeth, they tend to clean those areas for you. Everything that has been hanging there can be removed and pulled out, and then you'll be able to, wash and rinse your mouth of those things that might have been there and, of course, have gone bad through the activities of these germs. So it's good to dental floss your mouth probably once a day or every day whenever you want to go to bed. It doesn't take much time. It's just simple, probably 5 minutes, you are over with it. Learn to talk. Learn to smile and laugh often. It's very good for you. Unfortunately, a lot of people hurt themselves without knowing. When you are always angry with other people or with yourself, or if somebody says you are not saying the right thing, don't worry. Say what you want to say. You have just removed one terrible things from your system. But when you keep it inside, you don't laugh, you don't talk, then what you are doing is actually helping the germs in your mouth and throat to multiply. Because a lot of the germs that cause this mouth odor, they are the germs that hate oxygen. So each time you open your mouth, inadvertently, the oxygen just goes in. And then they now start scoring for cover. So please learn to talk, learn to smile, learn to laugh so that you can get rid of some of those germs. The next thing that I want to tell you about is eating your fruits. A lot of us just drink the juice from our fruits. We either peel our oranges and then just squeeze it and drink the water, and then we take our pineapple and just blend it and drink the water, or we even go to the extent of thinking that there's something we can use to squeeze out the water and throw away the chaff. My brothers and sisters, eating your fruits, they are the best way to keep your mouth healthy. Not only will they strengthen your teeth, they will keep your mouth in activity that will disrupt the germ own activity. So when you peel your orange, don't peel it with the mind of wanting to drink the orange fluid. No, eat the orange. Remove the back of the orange and eat the orange. You can throw away the seed of the orange, or please eat your orange. It will not only give you everything that is in that orange in terms of energy, in terms of minerals and vitamins, but it will serve as a very good vegetable sweeper of your intestine. That chaff that you throw away, you are throwing away almost 50% of the goodness in that your fruit. So learn to eat your fruits, not just squeezing the water into your mouth and thinking you have taken it. So if you do that, you will find out that even that will help you to clean some of the things either in your throat, in your esophagus, that's your food pipe, and of course in your stomach, right down to the other end of the intestine. Another one is, do not be afraid to ask your spouse if you have halitosis. Please don't worry about whether he or she is going to look at you with any eye. You are for each other, and they will rather help you than make fun of you. If you allow your friend to tell you, he's going to make fun of you. But if you allow your wife or your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your close person to tell you, it is more acceptable and more healing that way. You will not be thinking, oh, this person wants to make fun of me, that's why he or she is telling me that I have mouth odor. So please talk with your spouse, talk with them, let them tell you the truth. And if you are on the other side of the table, tell your spouse, tell your partner, look, there's something wrong. Anytime you speak or you laugh, I perceive so. So why don't we look for a way of getting out of it? These are the things you do. Finally, this one is an irony, but it's the best thing you could ever hear about matador. Who knows charcoal? Oh, yes, the same charcoal that you get from burning wood. Charcoal is one of the best anti-poison. In actual fact, overseas now, they sell them in powder form that you can use to brush your teeth, and you can use to give people who have swallowed any type of poison, be it kerosene, be it petrol, be it any type of poison. They have this, this activity that mops up these poisons. So if you really want, if you have tried every other thing and you see it seems not to work the way you want it, or you cannot try the other, at least try charcoal. Use your brush, or you use our chewing stick, normal chewing stick, put it on the powder and use to brush your teeth. And then you will see that, why is it so simple? Yes, it's very simple. For those who have the money, please do with the other ones that I've told you. But for those who are like me, please do it the easy way. Just take some burnt wood charcoal and grind it and use it to brush, and you'll see the difference. That one will not have lots of, fluoride or have the things that will start poisoning your system. Instead, it will help to deactivate poison in your system. So these are the things I want to tell you today about halitosis. It's a very, very serious situation. It is very, very, sensitive in our society. Everybody wants to keep quiet about it. Everybody wants to be sure that he's not the one that has it, it's another person. But let me tell you, the longer you do that, the worse it becomes. Let us accept halitosis is like any other infection. It could be malaria. Are you ashamed of telling somebody you have malaria? No. Are you afraid of telling somebody you have typhoid? No. So why should you be ashamed of having halitosis? It is not your fault. Maybe you are just not, very knowledgeable about what to do in order not to have it. But here you are on your most community-friendly radio station, giving it to you free and direct. So make use of it before you have to go to the hospital to spend for it. Before we, sign off from this program today, remember what I've just told you. Halitosis is not something to hide. If you think you're hiding it to yourself, you can't hide it from others. And the others will keep looking at you with that particular sight. So get rid of it before you start getting rid of your friends and neighbors. Until I come your way again, it has been me, Dr. Semiyu OlaGolden, feeding you with the dish that makes life very palatable. Until then, bye. May God continue to give us good health. Amen.